I have a good business idea, but I do not have money. I do not have money to finance that business idea. Where do I get money? Hmm? And the banks are saying no. When you go to a bank and ask for money, they will tell you no, we are not giving you money. So where do you get the money? What else can you do to finance or to give your business money? And I'm scared. If I borrow money from my business, what if it fails? If I borrow money from a friend to put into a business and it fails, huh? What happens? Will I lose everything, including my house, my toys, my television, and my everything? So today we are discussing sources of business financing for small businesses. I don't know why this thing is not working.
Okay, I was saying, instead of people giving you money or helping you fundraise to do a wedding, they can give you money to start a business. Mm? It depends on how convincing you are. Are you persuasive? Do you have a practical business idea? Have you a, do you have a well-written proposal? Huh? You see, those are the things that I use to persuade people. If you have a good idea, turn it into a proposal, something that you will show people that I'm going to start this nice business idea. I'm going to start this nice restaurant. I'm going to start this business of selling pancakes. I'm going to start baking cake. And families are always willing to support their members. So a family will help you raise money. Friends will also help you raise money. Hmm? Friends are people we went to in high school, in primary school, people you've met at your place of work. For example, if you are a teacher, your colleagues, your fellow teachers can be your friends. The people you are in chamas, merry-go-round, those are your friends. That is your social network. Go to church, people you are with the same group, praise and worship, those one can be also your friends. You turn them, they are people who trust you, people who see you, people who know where you live. Huh? People you invite for your birthdays, people you invite for your wedding, people you invite for your anniversary, people you invite for your graduation. Those are your friends. And you can give them a proposal that you want to go and buy land and subdivide. Hmm? So that after subdividing the land, you are going to sell each plot at a certain price and make profit. Mm? That is a business idea, and those friends can help you raise capital. Mm? For example, even if your friends don't have money, friends can help you buy assets that you can use to start a business. For example, if you are starting the business of cooking or baking, is it baking or cooking? Mandazi. Hmm? Is it baking or cooking? They can help you by giving you things that they are not using in their houses. You know, people have so many things, utensils they are not using. Eh? One friend can give you a karai, another one can give you maybe a basin, another one can give you a door, and that's how you start a business. The important thing here is to be honest with what you are doing. So many people make enemies because they are not honest. You are not sure with the business you are doing. You don't have a clear plan. And you know, people who have clear business plans are able to analyze risks. For example, if you analyze a business, you have a very clear proposal, you will be able to oversee or predict some of the challenges that you are likely to face. For example, when you write down a proposal, you will write down the types of licenses that you need before you start a business, before you set up that shop for selling cereals. What type of licenses do you need, and how much are you supposed to part with? How much are you supposed to give the county government? So if you don't have such documents or tools that are guiding you, You will run into starting a business, and in 1 week time, the county government enforcement people will be on your neck. They will take away your stuff. And that's how you will get into losses. And losses can really be a discouragement. So I was talking about family and friends. The advantage of family and friends is that the money you get will not attract interest like the money you can borrow from a bank or from a Shylock. Hello, are you in Nigeria? No, I'm in the UK. I'm in the UK. Your name is Jonathan. So I'm saying bank loan, that is family and friends. That is number two source of business finance. Number three, bank loan. A bank loan can be a good way of uh, financing your small business. Now, a bank will require you to have opened account with them. You must have an account with them. You must be banking with them. So maybe you have ever been employed, or you had some savings, or you have some incomes from somewhere, and you're banking with a certain bank. You're depositing money and you've been withdrawing money. So they can give you a loan. Mostly it is called the unsecured loans. So if you are in Kenya, you can get 5k, you can get 10k, you can get even 20 or 50k, depending on your statement or your qualification. How qualified are you? The disadvantage of taking a loan from a bank is that the interest rates are high. For example, you take 10,000, 10k, 10k you are supposed to pay with an interest of around 1500. If you take 20,000, you will be paying around 2,000 or 3,000, depending on the bank. The advantage of bank is that they have efficient systems. Efficient systems in such a way that they give you money direct to your bank account, and you can withdraw that money via an ATM or your phone. You can get the money directly to your phone. And when it comes to repayment, there is no a lot of funny games. A bank will not give you a loan, then in the middle of the repayment period, they start increasing the fees or the interest rates. This is because banks are regulated by Central Bank of Kenya. Okay. Then number 4, you can find money for a business through investors, people who are interested in financing small businesses. Investors are like partners. When someone buys part of your business, it means that whatever amount you make, if you make 100 shillings from that business, they will take a certain percentage that you agree upon. For example, it can be 40 to 60, 40 to 60 ratio, such that if you make 100 shillings, the investor will take away 40 and you remain with 60. Or it can even be 50-50. You agree, you are going to fund my business with 50,000, 50k. Then you will have 50% stake. This means that if you make 100 shillings, the investor will take 50 shillings and you remain with 50 shillings. So the advantage of using investors, The advantage is that you get access to money very fast. If money is your problem, an investor will give you money fast. He will solve the money problem fast. The disadvantage of investors is that they take away your money. Some of them are ruthless. They would want even 60 versus 40. So that when you make 100 shillings, the investor will take 60 shillings and you remain with 40 shillings. Based on how they have analyzed or assessed the risk level that they are getting into. So that is investor option. Then you can also get money from government. Government will give you money to start a business. You can get free money to start a business from banks, from government. For example, in Kenya, we've had so many schemes, so many government schemes that are used to fund small businesses. And small businesses are not necessarily people who are trading outside there. It can even be an idea that is started by someone who is still in school. For example, you are still in campus, you are learning computer science, or you are learning software development. You come up with a software tool. The government may give you money so that you develop that solution that can help people. For example, we have young people who have developed tools that are used by farmers, tools that are used by doctors, tools that are used to solve the problems that we are facing in our society. For example, right now in Kenya, if you come up with a tool that can help in managing elections, I think you'll make good money by the time the general elections are held in 2027. So those are the 5 areas where you can get money to finance your business. Now I have a challenge, a small challenge just to challenge your mind or brain on small business. So here is the scenario. Competing shop. You have a shop, maybe it's selling mobile phone accessories like this one. Then you have a competing shop that sells those items at a lower price. Or the scenario is you have 2 shops. Your first shop was the first to open at a certain mall or a certain business center. Then a competitor comes with a similar idea. They are copying your model. So number one, I want to tell you number one, do you lower the prices to beat them? Or are you going to innovate your product even if it will cost you more money? So what answer would you prefer? You started a shop, you are doing so well, you are making sales, maybe you are selling phone screens or phone cases. Then someone else came with a similar shop, they copied your model. It can even be your employee, your former employees. So do you lower the prices to beat them, or do you innovate the products even if it will cost you money? So what is your what answer would you give in this business scenario? We have a business scenario or challenge. You started a small shop. then someone else copied your business model, do you innovate the product, or are you going to lower the prices so that you can beat them? Let me know in the comment section. Mango. This thing is disturbing goes off very fast. What do you guys recommend instead of this? Yo, how you doing? Hi, I'm doing fine. How about you? Where are you watching from? Are you watching from Africa? If you got 50,000 to start a business, what will you do? Or how much do you need to get started? How much money do you need to start your business? How much do you need to start your business? That's the big question that I want to ask or leave you today. How much? Business requires money. You need money to get permits. You need money to buy stock, you need money to pay people. You need money to buy tools. So how much money does your business require? Some businesses require small amounts of money. For example, if you are a service business, if you are doing service business, like I will give you my story. When I wanted to start online tutoring, I had to buy a laptop computer. So I decided to buy my first laptop. I think it was Dell Vostro. But later on, I changed from Dell to HP. So I needed money. I had to have money to buy a laptop computer. I had to have money to pay internet. And me, I pay my internet bill every month. And that's why you guys should even be giving me gifts. You should be donating. Thank you so much, Ronald Wanson. You said you sent $20. Happy African Friday. So Ronald, where have you sent the money? So in every business you need money. I have to pay internet. For me to be on this life, I have to pay my internet. And not just any internet, you have to have very high speed internet for you to live stream. So whenever you see me here, know that there is internet that is being paid. So it is good to donate because I'm giving you value. I'm giving you information that can change your life forever. So when you hear me asking you this question, how much money do you need to start your business? How much did you use to start your business? For me, I had to pay rent in Nairobi. I had to buy laptop. I had to pay for internet for me to start working online. So for service business, the amount of money you need is less than for products. If your business is about selling products, like you're selling phones or you are selling mangoes, you need money to buy stock. And the bigger the stock, the more profit you make. The bigger the stock, the more customers will buy. King Ramsey saying ni uongo. Hii uongo ni kweli. Why do people like going to supermarkets? If you go to supermarkets, there is a lot of stock there. If it is milk, we have so many brands of milk. You will find Brookside, you will find KCC, you will find Fresha, you will find all those brands of milk. If you go to television section, you'll find so many brands of television. You'll find LG, Samsung, Vitron, Hisense. So the more stock you have, the more customers will buy your things. So money is a factor when you are starting a business. So how much money do you need to start your business? Mr. King Ramsey, how much did you use to start your business? Can you remember? Can you remember the amount you used to start your business? So I will be doing a challenge from next week to raise money for small businesses. I'll be using my live to help businesses raise money. So if you stick on my live, you could stand the chance of your business or small business being funded. So if you want free money, keep joining my live. Subscribe to my channel. Otherwise, thank you so much for now. I will see you in the next live.